So we're recording.
Sweet.
I'm kind of tired.
Yeah.
I watched way too much TV.
Battlestar Galactica.
14 episodes in 2 days.
Sweet. I just watched a whole bunch of episodes of The Legend of Korra.
What the hell is that?
It's did you ever hear like Avatar: The Last Airbender?
Yeah.
Yeah, they had the whole cartoon series, and I watched all those too.
Here, sorry, I'm putting my phone on airplane.
It's fine. But so Legend of Korra is a continuation off of that that's set like way in the future.
You know, I know everyone hated the movie, The Last Airbender.
The cartoons were good.
I didn't think it was terrible. I mean, it wasn't good. Don't get me wrong. I'm not going to say it was good.
I didn't like the movie.
I wouldn't call it terrible, though. It wasn't like... There's way fucking worse.
Mm-hmm.
But it makes me want to watch another one. Like, they got all the beginning story, so now it could just be all the battles, but they won't do that.
They're not going to. They were talking about releasing this as a movie, though, The Legend of Korra.
Legend of Korra?
Mm-hmm.
I love that I have this fancy penis on my desk that you brought back from Peru.
Yeah.
It's about life size, too. So...
I'm sorry. Yeah. The best presents were genitalias to bring it back.
Genitalias from Peru.
I thought you would like it.
Speaking of Peru, how's Maria in Colombia?
She
Totally different country.
Different country. She's back now.
Yeah.
Sucks. So just waiting for all the visa paperwork to...
Did you get them submitted?
Haven't yet.
Ooh, brother, you in trouble?
No, I just have to go over and make sure I check everything twice so that...
How much does the initial applications cost?
It's about $400.
Jesus Christ.
Just for the filing fee on the fiance visa, and then you have other filing fees.
How long does their website say it's currently taking?
There's another website that's not theirs. It's like a forum for everyone who's doing it.
And so it's like self-submitted?
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
And they're saying 9 months.
Jeez.
And the people, when I called them, they're saying that it's averaging 5 months, but I don't know. I tend to believe user submitted.
So, more realistically, it's going to be between 6 months and a year.
Yeah.
It's a long time.
It is. But I'm pretty optimistic about it. I talked to my PO, and he says that I can apply for early termination of my probation in another 6 months or so. He'll approve it, but it's up to the judge and the prosecutor.
Yeah, but usually if a PO is approving it,
Depends on if the
it's going to be if the prosecutor is going to be a jackass or not.
Yeah.
But he's already got his conviction. What the fuck does he care anymore?
And he's talked to my lawyer and told him that he wishes me the best and I have a lot going for me. So
What do you have going for you?
I don't know.
He has a lot going for him.
I don't
A
know.
lot more than a normal felon would, I guess.
I don't know. That was right after I got out of prison, so I had nothing going for me.
Yeah.
I don't know. But
oh, Jesus.
yeah. So he said that, and so that gives me a little bit of hope. And even if they deny that, sometimes they'll say wait 18 months.
So,
but I can apply for a temporary release of my passport, possibly. This is all through the judge. The judge has to...
oh yeah, they still have your passport. Huh?
Yeah, and so if the judge tells me no, that I can't, get off probation, which I don't know why. I mean, I've followed it like to a T. Then they can possibly release my passport as well, and they said they're not worried because I don't have any restitution or anything. So
yeah, what are you gonna do?
Yeah, there's no reason for me to flee, and so not like I'm facing prison time or anything anymore.
Yeah.
So they're just gonna. Yeah, that's another possibility. So if I have to, another 6 months or so from now, I can also get my passport released and visit her. So
how much would it cost for you to visit her? Because you basically have the cost of getting there.
Yeah, it's going to be super expensive.
Yeah,
but it's worth it.
What, like $3,000 maybe?
Yeah,
right around there.
Probably.
Jeez, so expensive.
Mm-hmm.
So, do you? I don't know if everyone else knows, but you guys are engaged.
We are engaged now.
Congratulations on falling into the traditional marriage path.
Thank you.
Yeah, pretty soon you'll be knocked up.
I'll be knocked up?
Yeah, one of you. I mean, I don't judge.
Yeah, no, it's fine. No, that won't happen.
I would honestly...
Negative population growth kind of...
I'd actually giggle. Yeah, you can still have one and have negative population growth.
We're a double negative.
That's why you adopt. I still wouldn't mind adopting.
No.
Yeah. Yeah. It would be...
I thought you guys... That was a plan for you.
It is. It is.
And
I'm saying I still wouldn't...
And one of the possible Kickstarter rewards would be to name your child.
Name my child, yeah, totally. If you give me enough money, I will fucking do anything. I am a whore for money. Prostitution's illegal in Utah, so if you give me money, I will not perform sexual acts unless it's in a legal area where it's licensed and bonded and blah, blah, blah.
Pahrump, Nevada.
Yeah, but you have to be licensed. So if you really want to have me perform sexual acts on you,
you can pay the licensing
You can pay the licensing fees, and I will gladly go perform it. I mean, obviously, all that expense is going to be on you for the housing me and the travel and,
yes.
and everything else while it's getting licensed. And
watch somebody does it.
Hey, like I said, I'm a whore. Whatever. I'll be a whore. Yeah.
Didn't some guy offer you like
$10,000?
$10,000
for a weekend.
Wow.
I am honestly... I know why I turned it down. It's because I was going to a protest out of state. I don't know if I would have turned it down if I wasn't already leaving. Just to be honest.
Really?
$10,000. I was 19, dirt-ass poor, living off dumpster diving, and donating my blood. Well, my plasma.
If somebody offered me $10,000 to spend a weekend with him, I wouldn't trust them.
Oh, no, he's a very reputable person. I'm sure you've met him, actually. He was a writer for City Weekly. He was a reporter for Channel 5. Yeah, I mean, very well-known person. What's funny is that after me and Kelly got married, we ran into him on a flight to New York.
Oh, yeah?
With his boyfriend, yeah.
Would you share the name or no?
No, I'll off the air, I'll share the name with you.
Fair enough.
I actually only know his first name. But if somebody wants to get really sleuthy, at the time of my arrest by the FBI, he did a short piece on me in the City Weekly.
Oh.
So if you want to get really sleuthy, you can really find that out if you really want to try to dig up that article. It wasn't like a big article. It was like just a little blib about what was going on in the MRI scene right then.
How does anybody working for City Weekly have $10,000?
Well, no, because he did the freelance work for City Weekly, then he also worked for Channel 5.
Okay.
As his full-time gig.
Okay.
Yeah. He's a well-known journalist.
Yeah.
Real journalist, not that if you work for City Weekly, you're not real, but I mean, it's not just straight freelance work.
Freelance journalism doesn't pay very much.
No, it definitely does not, unfortunately.
Yeah. So
if you really, I don't know why I'm withholding his name.
Whatever.
Because who knows if he would have been like actually paid? Maybe he would have like not paid, and it would have turned this whole thing and be like, "You owe me money. The things I did for you."
I feel so violent.
But no, like I think everyone has a price. I mean, seriously, think about it. Like I can't stand when someone's like, "No, I wouldn't give another guy a blowjob for $1 million." Really, for $1 million, you wouldn't? There's like fucking hardly anything I wouldn't do for $1 million.
I'd give a blowjob for $1 million if you paid the licensing fee.
Yeah. I mean,
we're talking.
We want to be legal here, of course.
We're talking from Nevada,
Sweden. Is it legal in Sweden? I don't know.
Wherever
you can fly me to any country that's legal in. I'm cool with that too. Thailand. I don't know.
As long as you wine and dine me.
The one thing I will not do though is I will not murder for money. And I will not commit crimes on children for money.
Wow.
Maybe if there was enough money, I would do one of those. I won't say which one. If somebody came to me like, give you $1 billion. Shit, you could do a lot of good with $1 billion.
Mm-hmm. You could buy some sort of machine that destroys all evidence.
But you want to know what you couldn't do? You could not buy Heinz.
The ketchup company?
Yeah, they sold.
Oh.
Warren Buffett and a Brazil company called, I think, 3G?
Warren Buffett bought it?
Yeah. I think they bought it for $9 billion. I could be way off on these numbers. I think they did $4 million in cash, and then they were funding the rest of it.
So how does...
Come on, you don't follow the business news like I do?
I don't.
Come
How does
on,
John
man.
Kerry feel about that?
I'm sure he's fine with that because
He's pretty happy because
they're taking it and making it private. Let me see if I can hit the trash can. Throw on my tea bag.
Yeah, score.
Let me get my spice black chai tea here. Not unsweetened, no soy milk.
Finish my agua.
Yeah, see? What happens when we have this awesome mic that picks up everything because it doesn't know what else to do? You hear everything we do.
Yep.
As I overemphasize my drinking.
So, we are going to do a Kickstarter soon.
Yeah. Speaking of that, we got to get the video going.
Yeah, we do. We have our deadlines. What's our deadline?
I wanted to have a video shot next week.
Yeah, we want the video shot by the 20th, but what's the actual deadline for Kickstarter?
We want it up on the 10th.
The 10th of March.
Yeah, somewhere around there. Got some pretty good guests lined up. Did you see the one? Yeah, emailed us back.
Yeah.
That'll be pretty cool.
Is that he was saying that he couldn't do it this?
Yeah, so he wants to do it at the end of the Kickstarter.
Okay,
campaign,
that's fine.
Which I think it ties in perfect with the book they're releasing.
Awesome.
Happy Punks.
Yeah.
Something like that.
Yeah.
I'm pretty excited about that interview.
Trying to get some other people on.
Yeah.
Lauren Reed said she'd come on.
And people probably don't know who she is. If you do, you do. If you don't, you'll find out. Stay tuned.
Yeah. And there's other people. You'll find out.
Who else should we get on? I don't know.
We could get Will Potter on.
Yeah, I think. Have you asked him?
I haven't.
Maybe he'll find out. Maybe he'll hear us and be
Maybe.
like, "Hey." I doubt he'll hear us. But
No.
hey, if somebody wants to do a shout out, say, "Hey, you should be on which side?" I will gladly interview most people.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was thinking about contacting a few other people, asking them. You should write us and let us know who you'd like to hear. And
Yeah, if you have an idea, just shoot us. I mean, what's the worst we can ask?
Mhm.
What's the worst they can say? Fuck you. They might be a little meaner, but I can handle that. Really, I don't know why they'd be mean. They would just ignore us, if anything.
Fuck you, your podcast is
Fuck you.
pathetic. Who do you fucking think you are? I'm on the Nerdist.
You don't even have real microphones. God damn it, we don't.
We should get the guy from the Nerdist on, if that's possible. That'd be awesome.
Which one?
The vegan one.
You know, I'm not 100% certain if he's vegan.
Yeah?
Yeah, he was talking about it, so wishy-washy. But I was gonna look and ask him. It's not the main guy, not Chris. He's adamant. I'm not vegetarian, but I eat vegetarian most of the time. Well, fuck you then. But just kidding, not fuck you. Yeah, I'll try to be nice. Will you pull out your phone? It made me lose track of what
I unlocked Mari's phone before it was against the law. And
I like how you threw that in there. You actually did it like the day before it became against the law, didn't you?
I didn't even know. Like, I was like, holy shit. I'm glad that I did it then. Yeah, I mean, I did it. I did it before she came here.
I really want to unlock my phone right now, just because it's against the law now. I have no real reason to unlock my phone.
Yeah.
Like,
I don't even know if it worked, because she just said that she put her SIM card in and it says SIM failure.
oh, there?
Yeah.
It can. You have to, I know, depending on which SIM card you have, it might be a different GSM network, or you might have to install a new program that will be able to read that SIM card. Because I know on, what is the Cydia? I know they have those, but a lot of those ones actually cost money on Cydia to make sure you can go to other networks.
Yeah, on City it does, but you can also... You shouldn't have to pay for any of it. You can find...
I mean, honestly, I don't have a jailbroken phone, so I'm not huge in how jailbroken stuff works.
I don't have a jailbroken phone now. Usually what happens is once I'm out of contract and I buy the new model, that's when I'll jailbreak the old model.
Yeah.
Because I can.
Yeah.
Why not? Like, I could jailbreak mine right now if I wanted to, because it's a 4 and...
Yeah, that's how I am too. I'm like, I have 4. Like,
Pfizer.
ooh, it's going to void my warranty?
Yeah.
Woo.
Yeah, I'll just...
Like,
Yeah, and we have iPhones. We're good anarchists.
Hey, mine's 2.5 years old.
Yeah.
Give me a little credit here.
Yeah. And I had a brick up until... The only reason I got an iPhone was because I needed a new phone right when the iPhones came out, and I had like this giant like brick phone.
I could never not have a smartphone again.
Oh no.
Like, I couldn't even imagine life without it anymore. That's why I'm not a primitivist.
Like when I went from that brick to an iPhone, that was before iPhones had apps or anything. The cool thing about the iPhone was that it had the internet, and that's so weird to think about now.
I look back and like think about it because I had it before you had apps.
Yeah,
and it's like, the fuck did you really do with it?
Yeah,
like it was totally
But you did, like, you had web apps.
Mm-hmm.
People started making web apps.
Yeah, because then you could put the web icons on.
You could bookmark
them. Yeah,
and they weren't great games, but they were still games. And then you could just have like the internet. That was the cool thing. It's like, holy shit, I have the internet on my phone. Check this out.
So what's really funny is that like when it comes to like games on the iPhone, I play like the most low tech, dumbass games. I'm addicted to Minesweep right now on my iPhone. Fucking Minesweep. Like this is not like
and it's the real version of Minesweep. It's not an enhanced version. It's the one that you remember back on your 3.0.
Yeah, gray.
Yeah.
It's you can change the skins on it.
Ooh.
But I don't like it. I like the original. And just so you know, I do play the advanced level with 99 bombs on it.
Wow.
Yeah.
The game that I'm playing a lot lately is what's it called? Fuck, I can't find it. Open, damn it. See, my phone's slow now too.
I've been playing Letterpress. That's like it. Like I don't use my phone as like what normal. I don't want to say normal, but because I guess there is no normal usage. But like what a lot of people are using for gaming on, like I fucking Minesweep. Like I remember, I was so excited when Oregon Trail came out for the iPhone. I paid the full price, $9.99.
Oh wow!
Right?
Uh-huh.
And I thought it was going to be just like the old original Oregon Trail.
It's all updated.
Totally pissed me off.
And it's still fun.
Oh yeah, I beat it a couple times. Don't get me wrong.
Yeah.
But I really love I remember going to the University of Utah surplus store and buying old Apple IIs just because of the hope that they would have Oregon Trail on them.
Yeah.
I think you get them for like $10-15.
You can.
I don't know what they are. I don't know if they still have them. But there's like.
Did you ever play Amazon Trail?
No.
That one was weird.
I never even heard of Amazon Trail.
Oh, there's a whole bunch of. That should be a.
Was that an update or was that?
No, there's a whole bunch. Oh shit! Sorry, open.
Oh, you're fine.
But
doesn't matter.
I should actually put that as a poll. What's your favorite trail game? Because there's multiple ones.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, let's see. Amazon Trail.
Yeah, but that looks like way updated.
This one, let me see. We got good
on the
good
Wikipedia
podcasting right now, but
hey, if someone wants to be awesome, they should add a Wikipedia page for our podcast.
Somebody added the podcast to my Wikipedia page.
And hold on, do you know what's really funny about that?
What?
If you read it, there's a link on there that's supposed to take you to a Which Side Wikipedia page, but it's a dead link.
Oh, that's funny.
Yeah.
That should be not there.
Yeah, I know.
Maybe somebody's planning on putting it on there.
Yeah, maybe you should.
Or there's the Yukon Trail, Oregon Trail, Amazon Trail. I should put that as a poll. What's your favorite trail game? What's your favorite adventure game, for fuck's sakes? Like, I liked King's Quest.
Adventure.
Like,
would you consider Myst an adventure game?
Maybe. Yeah, I think so.
I loved Myst.
Let's see what
I would sit down and play it, and have a notepad and take notes on everything. Did you ever play Myst?
Not really. It's more of a puzzle game, right?
Yeah, so you just get dropped in this old...
Yeah, graphic adventure.
Yeah, so you just get dropped in this old civilization and you're trying to figure out what happened, if I remember correctly. And so there's no one to interact with. You'd have to walk up to paintings and read them and go and read books and write all these notes and try to figure things out. It was totally intense.
I like those games.
Me and my dad had a notebook that we shared on everything that we found in the game.
Oh yeah?
Yeah.
That's awesome.
It was. It was a lot of fun.
Wasn't there another one that came after that?
There was a sequel to Myst, but I never played the sequel.
I liked all of the Sierra games.
I'm not familiar with games.
King's Quest, Space Quest, Goblins.
What's really funny is I used to sit down and listen to Chokehold while I played the original Doom on the computer.
That's always good.
You remember the song More Than Ever?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I used to listen to while I played Doom.
That goes well with.
We should really like put that, like put a marker down and I'll add it to the background of right now. Just that Chokehold track.
I don't know how to do that shit.
Yeah,
Look at this.
That is freaking awesome.
Oh, and I used to play like the Dare to Dream games. Did you ever play?
What the fuck is that? You were way more into gaming than me.
Because I was just playing Sonic today. The Sonic Unleashed. I'm way into gaming. I'm still a gamer. That's just what I do.
Honestly, I prefer board games over computer games. I'm a huge board game person.
Yeah.
And I'm not like the board game nerds that like some people are. I wish I was. I wish I had the money and time. But I love board games. And like I feel if I talk to anyone who actually is in the games, I always feel like a loser because I've never played Settlers of Catan, and I've always wanted to. I know numerous people who have it, and I've had opportunities to, but I haven't been able to. But I got you into Killer Bunnies, which is a lot of fun.
Yeah, I love Killer Bunnies.
Yeah, Killer Bunnies is a lot of fun. I think the best gateway game to real good board gaming is Ticket to Ride.
Yeah. That's a fun game.
A lot of fun. Yeah. It's just a good board game. But I love Cards Against Humanity. If you guys haven't heard about it, check out cardsagainsthumanity.com. But I'm kind of don't want to play it for a while.
Yeah.
Because whenever we sit down and play it, we'll sit down and we'll go through like almost the entire deck. Mm-hmm. And so there's not like huge surprises anymore. It's usually the same people playing it.
Yeah.
So it loses some of that edge.
You got the expansions on it too.
Yeah, I do.
So you got a big black dick and a bigger black dick.
If you guys don't know what it is, I have it sitting right next to me. Let's pull out some random cards. Okay, so Cards Against Humanities. If you guys ever played Apples to Apples, it's similar to Apples to Apples.
Pretty similar, yeah.
Somebody will throw down a card that will have a statement on it. Let's see, what have black cards in this? This is white. That's all white. And the statement will be something. Let's pull up. Here's some black cards. Here, Jordan, find a good black card in there. I'll find some good white cards. And then everyone will throw down another card that will fit that statement. Sometimes it's a fill in the blank. Sometimes you're answering a question.
So this one, let's see. You got one like. The votes are in, and the new high school mascot is blank.
Let's see. Let's find a good one for that one. Middle-aged man on roller skates. Not super funny. A super soaker full of cat pee. This one's pretty good.
That's a good one for what's that smell?
What's that smell? A fetus. That's a white card I pulled up. What's another good black card?
TSA guidelines now prohibit blank on airplanes.
My genitals. These are actual cards, by the way. This is not like
I drink to forget.
Vigorous jazz hands. I'm just pulling some random ones out as well.
Why am I sticky?
Hold on, why are you sticky? The KKK.
There's just a bunch of stuff in there.
It's really
instead of coal, Santa now gives bad children a bigger, blacker dick.
Roofies.
See?
So it's a really fun game because
it
gets, it's a game for horrible people as the creators themselves did. Which was actually funny because this whole entire game was actually a Kickstarter, by the way. One of the games that started on Kickstarter. If you're interested, it's actually only $25 on Amazon. I suggest anyone actually get it. If you can't afford the $25, you can go to cardsagainsthumanity.com and they have it as part of the Creative Commons license, and you can download a version of it for free. Print it off yourself.
It's awesome. That's what
we did that at first because it was sold out and we couldn't get a copy of it. And I took it over to, I don't know, Kinko's or something, and they were printing it for me on some nice cardstock. And the kid printing it was like, "Do you mind if I print some of these for myself?" I'm like, "No," and I gave them the PDF file, and they were sharing it to everyone. It's a lot of fun.
Should have been like, Give me a discount.
Give me a discount. It was like $2. I think he actually did give me a discount.
It was $2,
like $2 or $2.50, something like that. Yeah, it was.
It was
super
on card stock. That's
yeah,
crazy.
it was like good, nice card stock. It was dirt ass cheap.
Nice.
Yeah.
And then you bought like a little box for it too, because it fit right in.
It was like $1.50 for the box. Yeah. And when I got the real game, I ended up giving the one we made out.
Yeah.
So pass along the fun, man.
For sure.
That's what you got to do. But it's a lot of fun. But if you play it a lot, it kind of loses that little bit of that edge.
I think Killer Bunnies is pretty good though.
Yeah, I like Killer Bunnies. I want to get all the expansions for it.
Yeah, me too. I think it would be awesome. I played Magic a few times, and and Jake just got me. He let me borrow some of his Magic cards. Jake's a guy I work with, and he's
a tattoo apprentice at your shop.
He tattoos at the shop.
Yeah.
So, he got me into that, and it's pretty cool. I like Killer Bunnies more still.
I would play Magic, but I don't want to invest in it.
Yeah,
if that makes sense.
I think what I would do is buy like just a dual pack, like that has like fire versus water or whatever in it, and then you just keep that on hand. And if ever you just get bored and want to play games, you'll have decks already made, and just like, do you want to be water? Or do you want to be fire? I mean, I'm not gonna build me a deck. I think that game kind of it's a money pit. It just makes you spend more and more money, and the cards go obsolete, and you can't play them in the tournament.
That's what really drew the whole aspect of like how the cards work and buying it. That really draws me off on it. Instead of it's like it's not a self-contained unit, and that's what I don't like.
Yeah.
But I mean, that's what the draw for a lot of people. It's just not for me, I guess.
But that's why I like Killer Bunnies. Is it's similar to Magic.
It is a similar concept.
But you don't.
But the only problem with it is like each expansion is $15, $20 depending where you buy them. And I think there's 9 or 11 expansions now. I know they added more. So I mean, it's a good chunk of change after you put them all together. Yeah.
And right now, how many expansions?
I'm on like 5. I like 5 of them. Yeah.
And it's super fun with 5 expansions. It just keeps.
But you can see where it can build on.
The Zodiac expansion's the one that you just added, and I'm not too.
It's weird.
Yeah.
Yeah. It adds a really weird aspect to the game. That doesn't get used very, very much.
Yeah. So I wasn't too stoked about that one. But.
Well, I mean, it can change the dynamic in a huge way, but the odds of it changing the dynamic are kind of minuscule.
Yeah.
But it can dramatically change it.
Oh yeah, towards the end you get that certain card, then you could.
Yeah, if you get the Zodiac sign for the current time that you're in, you pretty much completely change the game.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sweet.
Yeah, it's a lot of fun. It's and what I really like about Killer Bunnies is that it doesn't matter how good you actually are. So the whole point of Killer Bunnies, if anyone doesn't know, is that there's a whole bunch of carrots in the game, and they're all numbered differently, and you're trying to get the winning carrot, but you don't know which one is the winning carrot. So you could have 1 carrot, and someone else could have 18, and you can still win. And that's what I really like about it.
Oh yeah.
Obviously your odds are a little bit better, but it's not like you really don't know until it's over.
It's just till the last minute.
Yeah.
And it's fun playing up to that point. You have bunnies that.
Well, think about it. Last time we played, I had I had 6 of the carrot cards, and I got my bunny killed right at the end. And then I think you went out, and so the last carrot was taken, so the game ended. And since my next turn was going to put another bunny up, I lost all of my carrots.
Yeah,
every one of them gone
because you didn't have a bunny.
Because I didn't have a bunny.
You have to have bunny, but the point of the game is to kill other people's bunnies.
Yeah, it's a lot of fun too.
Yeah. Don't worry, it's being good.
The only bad thing about like Killer Bunny is that like the it's not bad. It's funny. Like we'll play like Cards Against Humanity and we'll go to Killer Bunnies and I'm like, why are these killing cards really tame? Like you'll get like play Cards Against Humanity and you'll get the cards, like coat hanger abortions, which is one of my favorite cards to play because it always makes everyone uncomfortable.
Yeah.
Fucking coat hanger abortions.
Yeah.
Jesus Christ. And there's someone on Twitter the other day that posted a picture of a hanger and they said, we're giving out free abortions.
Oh, man. when I was in prison,
I don't want to say who it was, but it was fucking hilarious.
And I won't say who this is, but when I was in prison, somebody wrote me a letter. They were talking about a baby shower that was coming up, and they said, "I'm thinking about getting him a hanger."
Holy shit. Jesus Christ.
It's like, damn.
It's only funny because of the insensitivity of it.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's
Like, holy shit.
not that makes it any better. It's only funny if you're insensitive. No, I'm not trying. I'm just saying, like, yeah. If you guys don't find it funny, honestly, fuck you if you don't find it funny. I don't care. I do.
Another fun game is Dixit.
Dixit is fun. I like it because it's one of the few games that you can play with my daughter.
Mm-hmm.
She's fucking terrible at it. Like really, really bad at it. But you can actually still play with her, and she can do it on her own where she doesn't really need lots of help.
And adding her to it makes the game go by faster, because if you give out
it really does.
If everyone chooses the card that's yours, then you don't get any points. But
everyone else does.
Yeah, with like her being the random piece that she doesn't really understand the concept, she just votes on something. Then
I think she gets the concept. It's just she hasn't developed the abstract thinking the way we have.
Well, like for the way that Dixit works is basically you get a set of cards and they have pictures on them, and you choose a card, you put it down, and you say something that describes
or
that
sound,
card.
or
you could do whatever
a humming noise, something that reminds you of that card.
But you don't want to be too specific, because if you're too specific and everyone votes for your card, then you don't get any points.
Well, hold on, and then everyone else puts down a card in their hand.
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah,
that reminds them of the same thing, and then everyone tries to choose which one's
actually yours.
Yeah.
And so, for example, like you could have a card with a mermaid on it, and you could say, Ariel or something like that.
That's pretty obvious, but yeah, you could.
Yeah, but somebody else might have a card of somebody, doing a cartwheel or some gymnastics and that Ariel, they might hear that and
they'll put that down.
And they'll put that down.
Yeah.
Or no, a good one that we did the other day, it was like hair. Somebody had long hair, but then
people put out 2 rabbits.
Yeah, there's 2 rabbit cards that were played as well. So I mean, you don't, that's not too specific, because it gives opportunity for other people to put things down.
What was the one I played that had to do with the testicles? It was this clown and the legs looked like ball sack. I mean, it did, right? And as soon as I pointed it out, everyone's like, "Oh yeah."
Yeah, once you pointed it out, no one got it.
No one got it. No, it was a little too. But the legs did look like ball sacks.
But the way that Izzy plays, his daughter, she'll get a card that say it's like has a key with wings, and she'll say, "Key with wings."
Yeah, she's very specific about the cards. Yeah, she really tries.
Yeah,
like every once in a while she'll throw it out there, and you're like, "Holy cow!" Wow. But most of the time it's very specific. And like when she's putting down her card, she'll be like, "I chose this card because of this." As she slides it in, we're like, "Well, now we know which one's yours, and we won't choose that one." Like, yeah. But it's still fun because
it is fun.
She's getting to play with adults and in trying to use her mind in a way that she's not used to. So, it must be hard for her being an only child sometimes, because she's pretty much only around adults unless we specifically make plans for her to be around kids. Mm-hmm. But she's around kids all the time. It's not like we isolate her or anything. I mean, she's in so many goddamn activities. Yeah. She's always around kids. But
when she's at home, she's not.
Yeah, I mean, unless we set up a play date or something, because she's not allowed to play with the neighbors here because they're fucking dicks.
Are they?
Yeah, just the one that has kids. We have one neighbor that has kids close to. They're a little older than her, and it's all right in like the summertime. But like right now with winter, they're not gonna like go each other's houses and play, but they'll, ride bikes and stuff together. But the other ones, they're just terrible, and it's not the kids' fault. Like I'm not looking at the kids and being like, "You're a terrible person." It's just that they completely lack any real structure in their lives, and so they just do whatever they want, whenever they want, all the time.
Yeah.
And since they lack so much structure, they do a lot of really bad things. But what they would do is that they turn around and they try to blame all those things on all the other neighborhood kids. Mm-hmm. So it's just take her out of that situation. So Yeah.
What kind of things?
Like the one that like really broke our straw was we heard these kids just screaming. And to give you an idea, like, and like I'm really sympathetic to the family setup. Don't get me wrong. It's just that they're unwilling to be actual neighborly. You know, it's one thing if they were neighborly and asked for help or whatever, because it's a single mom. She lives with her brother and she's working all the time, and she has a couple teenage kids and a couple younger kids. So they're pretty much left to their own devices.
Yeah.
And so we heard the teenagers just yelling. I look outside and they're yelling at Isadora. Mm-hmm. They're screaming at her, and she's the teenager, yeah. Mm-hmm. And apparently, what happened is like one of their sprinklers or something broke, right? And Is like, I don't know what you're yelling at me about. So we go over and that's what's going on. And the teenager starts yelling, saying she broke this fucking sprinkler, blah 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 blah. And we're like, did you break the sprinkler? She's like, I've never even touched the sprinkler. You know, one thing I know about is that she very rarely lies. She's a very poor liar.
Yeah.
You know, but when she does something, she almost always will cop to it. Like, mm-hmm. Yes, I did do that, or no, I didn't. And she was adamant she didn't do it. And found out weeks later that it was one of the two kids. They were just hiding it. But she was in that weird spot because she knew that she didn't break it. But at the same time, she didn't want to say so-and-so broke it. Mm-hmm. If that makes sense.
Yeah.
Like she gets really conflicted on when and how to tell people what's, because, you know, growing up in our household is a little different with that also. I mean, she's
somewhat like growing up with me going to a grand jury and
I mean, she grew up with you going to prison. She's grown up with knowing like my history of going to jail and being arrested, and she's grown up knowing that even though that you know, in an emergency, if your house is burning down, yes, call 911. But in most situations, you don't. If that makes sense, like we don't try to teach a demonization of authority figures. We just teach you don't need the authority figures for most of those very simple things, and it's a very tricky balance because, you know, if she gets raped, it's important to go to the authorities, not because the authorities have the overriding power, but it's the one way that our current community can combat those type of things, which is being open about it. And that's one aspect of trying to be open about it. So like it's like that weird balance where it's like sometimes yes, sometimes no. When do you know? You know, and for a 6-year-old, that's hard to.
It's even hard for her to understand.
Yeah, I mean it is. It's not like a straightforward situation.
It's like when those are common issues that, you know, come up in collectives. People handle a lot differently.
Well, we were talking about the other day. Like it came up the other day because after we left the restaurant and we went to dinner. There's a whole bunch of stop signs in the parking lot, and I was pointing out to her that I wasn't stopping at any of them. Because she's like, "Why don't you stop at the stop sign?" She's like, "That's the law," and I go, "Fuck the law." You know, she's like, "Well, what if you go to jail?" I'm like, why would I go to jail for running a stop sign? It's a private. I explained to her private property and everything, blah blah blah. And she's like, "Well, if you don't start following the law, then maybe I should tell the police on you." And she's just being a snide kid.
Yeah.
But then both me and Kyle are like, "You do not tell the police, blah 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 blah. You do never turn anyone in. You never talk." Like, yeah, it's hard. It's complicated.
Totally.
But yeah, I guess you have to start it young. I've heard very similar stories about people that grow up in cultures where police presence is also pretty prevalent, especially like in mob scenes where you grow up in mob families, where, you know, if you like, I remember this one story. I think it was on This American Life actually, where this one kid, he grew up with not his parents were prominent. I think it was his father, but not that he was prominent in the mob scene, but it's that whole culture. You know, you don't snitch, you don't rat, you don't help authorities. Period. And the principal came home and was like, "Your kid did this at school," and the dad knew the kid didn't do it. The kid knew he didn't do it, but the kid knew, and this is him talking as an adult. He's like, "I knew that I needed to take the punishment because I'd get in more trouble if I actually said who really did it." And that's a very like interesting lesson to have to learn. I wish you didn't have to learn it. I wish that wasn't the case. But in a lot of cases it is. I mean, look at how many people will get like arrested for, ALF or ALF crimes and possibly have never done anything. You can't talk and say, well, I didn't do it, so and so did it. Well, you can't. It's just part of the culture. You say nothing and hopefully you get off. But if you don't, you do the time. Sucks. But,
or even if you don't know anything about it.
Exactly. No, it's totally truthful.
Like myself.
Yeah. I mean, I'm not saying that just because someone doesn't snitch, they know. I'm just I'm just saying.
Mm-hmm.
But it's something that you want it. You want to teach. Keep it and work it in your own community. There's nothing wrong with that.
Yeah.
I don't know. Maybe I got off on a tangent there.
I'm tired and I could use an energy drink. Which reminds me.
Oh, look at that segue.
Look at that segue right into our poll. Should energy drinks be regulated?
Okay. Most popular answer, almost 17%, tastes like piss. That is awesome.
But it's the most popular one.
Oh, yeah, I didn't read that one. Yeah. Almost 19% should include a warning. I wouldn't be opposed to a warning being placed on energy drinks.
We got almost 14% say, give me more.
This is what really surprises me. 12% say no, anarchy, which,
and another 12% say limit the caffeine.
But this is what really surprises me. So you have 12% that say regulate it based on age, and 5% saying banned. So you're going to a 17% basically saying there should be really strict regulations on it. That really surprises me.
The regulation thing?
Both of them. I mean, regulate it based on age? Seriously?
Look at that. You should include a warning.
Yeah.
That's some sort of regulation.
That's some sort of regulation.
And that's the highest one that we have.
Yeah.
And then the next highest one,
so say you got
besides taste like piss, we have
19.
We have 12% on anarchy.
So you got 21%. So you got 26%. And then you're at another 12, so 38%. 38% of the respondents want some form of regulation.
And you got yeah. That's crazy.
That's crazy for a bunch of people that you would think were just straight anarchists.
And you got...
Somebody said should be mandatory, especially for small children.
You got... yeah. It's crazy.
This tastes like melted candy. Have you ever had the Blue Jolt?
Yeah.
The Blue Jolt does taste like melted candy. I will say that. Most of the other ones do taste like piss. But I'll be honest, I used to...
Mari wanted me to add the taste like candy.
Does she think they all taste like candy?
Yeah. And a little bit more than 9% of people agree with her.
But I used to really do, if we were unloading, a shipment, a truck coming in a warehouse shipment that we had to put away at work. I would sometimes go grab an energy drink and a water and shotgun them both before everything. Because, if I didn't have the water also, I'd get so dehydrated and shaky. Mm-hmm. But it always ended badly. It was never a good day when I did that.
When I did receiving for the same place, I would get there at 4 a.m. sometimes, and I would drink maybe 2 energy drinks.
Yeah,
2 big ones
yeah.
too. It's terrible.
Yeah, that shit is terrible.
So doing that once a week,
yeah,
they're not the best thing for you, but
no.
And Ian and I, we had a thing where we would go to a place that just Winco or whatever, and we'd get a whole bunch of energy drinks. We drink 3 or 4 of them in a night and play video games all night. This is why I'm a gamer. That's the shit that I do.
Yeah,
that's why. Yeah. But I'm not World of Warcraft gamer. I'm not hunched over a computer. I'm mainly console gamer.
What's really funny is I've been also on the computer. I've been playing Age of Empires lately. I don't even know how fucking old that is. It's old. Have you seen the graphics on it?
I haven't seen the graphics.
Like, they're bad.
Depends on which one you're doing.
Age of Empires 3.
Let's see. But I'm okay with some God games.
I could be completely off on this. I'm not knowing what I'm saying, but I think it came out in 2004 or 2006. There's cheats?
Yeah, there's cheats, and you're not using them.
Oh my gosh.
But they're not that bad.
Oh, no. This is not the version I'm playing.
Yeah, this is Age of Empires 3.
No, I am playing this, but this is for the PC. I have it on the Mac, which is way fucking worse. Let's see. I have the War Chiefs and the Asian expansion, but I haven't opened them yet. So I don't know. 2005 was the PC version. And that version released in 2006.
But it's still terrible.
Oh yeah, I mean, to give you, I play it. Don't get me wrong. I like it. And what's really funny is that I always play the Russians right here.
So it's just basically a God game too, right?
Yeah, it's totally a God game.
I played Populous.
Did you ever play?
Black and White.
Was it StarCraft?
I never played any of those games.
It's the exact same, except Age of Empires starts out when you're nomads and you try to go up to like the industrial age.
Mm-hmm.
Where StarCraft, you start out
in the future.
Yeah, and build your society that way.
Is Warcraft the same or not at all?
I don't know. I've never played. Yeah, these graphics are way better. I wish my graphics were that good. I mean, it's close to that. Don't get me wrong.
Okay.
It's not absolutely, but I mean, for the quality that's out there now, it's.
Oh yeah.
It's 6 years old.
Look up Black and White. That's another one that I used to play. And Populous. Let me do it for you.
I want to get Civilization, but they changed the engine in Civilization. So, like, if you want to do like a true diehard Civilization, you want to play Civilization 3.
Yeah.
That
one.
Video game. But I.
So this is 2001 for Black and White, and if you go down, look at the quality sound.
They don't even have it on there.
You could probably do it on Google, but
yeah, here, look it up on Google.
So, what's your favorite type of game?
On a computer with people.
Just a video game. So you could be counseled too.
My favorite?
Yeah.
I really love like first-person shooters, but I'm really pissed off at my PlayStation 3 right now, so I won't play them. If that makes sense.
Yeah, this is 2001.
This looks like a little bit better graphics than Age of Empires. This looks weird.
This is 2. It's Black and White 2. Pretty much.
Is it like good and evil?
Yeah.
Okay.
And you're a god, and you can. So you have your different things. I don't know. I like the
games.
Does it
really? No. Is this just dramatization, or does it really split cities in half like this?
That's probably just a cover. But yeah, you could create your own creatures. Spore is another one that looks pretty good. If you haven't seen.
I've heard about Spore.
Spore starts you off from like the microbial level, and then you work your way all the way up to.
What's really funny is that the graphics in this Black and White remind me of the graphics that South Park did when they were making fun of World of Warcraft.
Yeah.
I mean, really, that's what it looks like to me. I mean, does that look like that to you?
Oh, yeah.
I mean, that totally looks like.
But that's what it was. It's 2001 is when that came out.
Yeah.
But it's a pretty good one.
I'm sorry. So we're going through the images on Google Image, and there's an image of Wheel of Fortune that
says, Black and White.
Says something you are, and the words are SL blank T. I think it's fake, but that's funny.
I hope not.
I really hope not too. Oh man.
Populous was another good game, but I liked all those kind of games. They're all fun.
I like God games. I think they're a lot of fun on the computer.
I like the ones where you can like actually pick up the people and throw them and stuff like that too. That's like what Black and White is. Like,
See,
I don't know.
is it a turn-based one?
I can't remember. I don't think so.
Okay.
I think it's honestly just, if you want to attack, you click and they go and attack, and I think they fight it out. It's not turnstile, I don't believe.
Okay.
I haven't played it since 2001, so.
I'll just see if I can get this for a Mac.
But Populous was
out.
another one if you...
See, but like, the one... Oh, I didn't mean to close that. The one I hate... I shouldn't say hate it. I just can't get into it. Is Sims.
Sims, like, which one?
Well, I got Sims... I got Sims 3 the other day. And opened it and then immediately stopped playing. I thought it was terrible.
Mari just got it on the iPhone, and I played it a few times, but now I'm not too big into those kind of games. I don't know what kind of games I would be the best at.
See, when it comes to actual gaming with people, I'm really into old people games. Like, I love Rummy. Like, you know that. The game we always play as a family, we play a version of Rummy every time we get together.
Yeah, and those are more card-based games.
Yeah.
Look at the graphics on these. This is totally good podcast right now. Like, we're just
But what's even funnier about like Rummy is that like if I'm not playing Minesweep on my phone, I'm playing Phase 10, which is a version of Rummy.
Yeah,
I mean it's.
Why don't you just play Uno?
I actually do have Uno on my phone, but I'm not a huge Uno fan personally. No, never really liked it. I'm not a huge Phase 10 fan either. Like, I wish somebody had an actual Contract Rummy app. It'd be a lot more fun.
I'm just looking up all of these games that I used to play as a kid and finding out that they've released newer versions.
Well, of course they did.
But
I shouldn't say, well, of course. I mean, but
no, like King's Quest, they're releasing a new series soon. Like, that's not yet released. And
yeah, but I think what's happening right now is that with the resurgence of crowdfunding for game sources where they can raise, $1 million to do games.
Yeah.
There can be a huge,
but that's like
comeback.
It's games that people played as kids, but like the new generation would not.
You want to know one game I want?
Like,
and if somebody has this out there, I will also do sexual favors for you for this game.
In Bromf, Nevada,
where it's legal, is Dark Tower, original Dark Tower.
What's that one?
It's a board game. Look it up.
Okay. But no, those are Stephen King.
That's the actual board game right there.
Dark Tower.
You're in Images. Look it up on eBay. I want to see how much it's going for right now. I know you can buy... It was like one of the first electronic games that existed. And so it's like this board game.
That looks familiar.
And there's this big black tower that sat in the middle of it.
Yeah.
It was...
1981.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. So it came out the year I was born. My parents had it when I was growing up. It slowly... they lost a bunch of pieces to it. Well, I'm just curious of how much it costs on eBay right now. But the graphics of it is awesome. Okay.
Impact Zone is not the same thing.
No. Here, just type it in here. You looked at it. Just type in Dark Tower. This is awesome. Us looking up things on...
Yeah.
There's a $249.
Jesus Christ, how come it's so expensive?
Because it's fucking hard to get, and the pieces are hard to get. Fuck. $300 for this one? Yeah. And like it actually spins as you go around. Yeah, it's an awesome game.
Why don't they just remake it?
I heard that they were going to.
Mm-hmm.
But I don't know.
It would be they'd update the graphics. You wouldn't hear that if we had a
right mic. Actually, that you probably would. That was a pretty hard hit. Yeah, I really want Dark Tower. That would be totally awesome. We should do a Kickstarter just to raise funds to buy Dark Tower.
We need $300
to buy
Dark Tower.
Let's set up a Dark Tower tournament.
Let's focus on the one for now.
Yeah, no.
Kickstart for anything. I need $5 for a coffee.
I think my dad will actually donate to the Kickstarter. It's really funny. My dad has no idea we do this podcast. I'm not like I hide it from him.
We've said things about him.
Yeah, but it's nothing that he would enjoy listening to. Like he doesn't. I'm sure he doesn't want to sit down and hear me talk about being an atheist. He's extremely religious, you know.
My parents are the same way.
So, I mean, it's just nothing that he wants thrown in his face all the time. And how he's a crybaby and he cries about everything. But he's... his old band is getting back together. And they want to record a Christmas album.
And so
he's like... He was asking me about all the equipment he needed to record it himself. Mm-hmm. And I'm like, well, basically, you need what we need. So I haven't told him yet I was going to do it because he's like, tell me how much money we need, get me the right setup, and I'll do it. I'll spend the money on it. I'm like, just donate to our Kickstarter and you can come use the studio we set up. Because it would be single track recording with how they do it. It's not like you would need a whole bunch of fancy stuff. My dad plays Native American flute that he makes in his band.
He's in the Country Music Hall of Fame?
Well, what was that?
I have dinner ready.
Oh, thank you. What's for dinner?
Burritos.
What kind of burritos?
With vegan cheese.
What kind of vegan cheese?
Snotty.
What?
Snotty.
Oh, Daya. Okay. Okay.
Dinner call.
Yeah, dinner call. So, yeah, he's in... Okay. Yes. Technically, he is in the Country Music Hall of Fame. Because some douchebag was initiated with the Country Music. I can't even say it. Country Music Hall of Fame, and he put one of my dad's CDs in there as something he listens to. So it's like in the display of this musician who's there with the stuff that he likes, and there's one of my dad's CDs there. He has 2 CDs. It's funny. They're not available on iTunes. If anyone's interested. And what's really funny is
why aren't they?
Because they were self-released. But the producer that produced them for him and recorded them for him, interesting fact, is the same producer that produces most of Orrin Hatch's CDs. His name's Clive. Yeah, his name's Clive Romney. Not related.
Probably. Maybe.
Maybe, I don't know. I know they're both LDS, but I don't think they're related. His name's Clive Romney. And I could be off on the last name, but I'm pretty certain it's Clive Romney.
That's funny.
Yeah, it was really funny.
They want to release a Christmas album?
Yeah, they want to
start recording like right now?
Yeah, they want to start recording next month. Yeah. So
that's the worst part about.
You know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna put fucking
Park and Fair on here.
Yeah, I'll put their band here. But while we're talking, I'll pull a song if I have them. I have the CD somewhere. I don't know if I have them.
I think I have his CD somewhere too.
Yeah. That'd be really... Do you know what we should have done? We should have put Casey's old band, Princess Di, on the back of his
on his podcast?
Yeah, on his podcast. I feel really bad. So he's in this... What would you call it? Gutter punk? I mean, it's definitely like harder punk, whatever. Band. He was in this harder punk band called Princess Di. They're not bad, at all. But every time like it comes up on my iTunes, like it's on shuffle, I giggle and then change it. Yeah, totally. It's exactly. I told him that once, and he was like, "Yeah, me too." Yeah. You staying for dinner?
Yeah.
Let's go eat dinner.
Sure.
Peace out,
homies.